Hello, my friends. Amy with Campbell Creations, and today I am using GGC Treasures bag. I'm using the Cool collection in this three-piece set that we're going to be making today. Super excited about this set. As soon as I started putting it together and I started thinking of the combinations that I wanted, I'm so excited. This is a my vibe set, totally. As you can see, we're going to be quite metal heavy. And with the metals and with the mixed metals of the bright silver and the gunmetal with the crystals. Yeah. So what we're using from GGC Treasure Bag Cool Collection is first this glorious focal bead. Yes, this is our focal. It is just absolutely stunning. And I can't wait to put it to use. Can't wait. Delica fell off of it. We're going to be using one of the bales that came in the bag. We have these pumpkin beads and these beauties like, yeah, right? Oh, I love these crystals. Using some of these AAA grade crystals, and I'm going to use the twist ones. I like those twist ones. We're using the Rompus beads. Okay, we're using some of the coins. These coins are so much fun. So they have that AB plating on one side, and isn't that just so cool? Love them. Love them. And we're pulling in all the bead caps. So we're doing the bead caps, we're doing the chain, the toggle, and then the rest that came from my stash is just like bead caps. So we've got some bead caps, and then some spacers. So I wanted to pull in this bright silver with the gunmetal, and it was the bead caps that came in the bag, as well as me just thinking of these together. And I was like, yeah. So I'm going to be making a spacer bead essentially out of these. So I'm really excited about it. And I think this is going to be a stunner. A stunner. And I'm real excited about it. So here we go. What I'm using today for beading wire is Soft Flex Satin Silver in Medium. Yep. I have this cut to 17 inches. So we are going to be incorporating just a little bit of chain up at the top. Okay, but I'm going to be setting this aside for just a moment because we're going to be working on the focal. And I have a really long bright silver ball head pin that I'm going to be utilizing for this focal. I still have delicas falling out of this. So, okay, this is hilarious. So I'll be showing you guys how important it is to stuff these with delicas. So, I tested out the focal and I was like, when I, took the head pin out of it, I was like, where's all the delicas I put in there? Because there should be more. Yeah, they were still in there. They were still in there. So you see the size of this hole. Well, if I was to just put this on it, it would want to go through, right? So that's one thing. Second is whenever I put something on this that's going to hold it, which I'm going to be using one of these little 4mm daisy spacers. And the daisy spacers I'm using, these are the ones that come from Hobby Lobby. So you see how they're flat, completely flat. I use several different kinds of daisy spacers. I use some from beadboxbargains.com. I use some from just one of my vintage stashes. And then I also use these from Hobby Lobby. And I wanted these this time because they are flat and that's what I'm looking for. So I'm going to be putting that on the bottom. And then if we look at this bead, we see that there's a little more spacing on one side than there is the other. Okay, so I'm using this as the bottom. So I'm going to pop that on. And so now it's going to hold well, and you see that it looks pretty cute too. I mean, it looks like it fits in there really well, but you see how it moves, it moves around on there. That's where the delicas come into play. I get my delicas from Hobby Lobby, and here's those bead treasures, my Yuki delicas in gunmetal, and I use delicas primarily for filling. So I love filling holes with them because better even than a crimp tube. It's very, very standard, very thin walls, perfect little openings, and they fill perfectly. So as you saw me, pouring them out of this focal, it takes quite a few. takes quite a few for this one. So I'm going to just jump right in and start filling this up. And I love with these because the walls are thin on these kind of seed beads that, you know, you can really incorporate them in anything. They're all standard. They're all the same size. And you just can't really do that with seed beads. Even really good seed beads are just, there's a bit of a differential on like the thickness of the walls or on just the size overall of the seed bead. And with delicas, you just don't have that. I thought I had gotten to about, okay, so once it's all the way filled, okay, so we see here where he's at. You see now he's not wiggling around everywhere, right? So he's going to stay where he needs to be, and I like that. I need that. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, so we'll put the rest of these up. Okay, and then on top of this, I'm wanting kind of my little stack that I've been thinking about, right? So I have a couple of these beautiful little gunmetal bead caps that I'm going to be pulling in. So I want to pull them in. I have one of these little 4mm. It's the only one really that we're going to be using from the bag. But that did come in the bag. So I have one of those, and then I'm going to use 2 of these bright silver, 1 of that gunmetal, and we'll need a couple bead caps probably. So here's what I'm going to do with this. I am first going to pop on another one of our little spacer beads, dotted spacers, just so it's uniform on the top and the bottom, right? And you see how well that fits? I mean, it just looks like it fits there like it should be there. So I love that. I love that. I'm going to pop on one of our bead caps, and then I'm going to be stacking this. So I'm going to go silver, gunmetal, silver, because I'm making like a little spacer. But here's the thing to notice as well. You see how they kind of want to be a little wonky because the hole's so big. That's also what I use these delicas for. It works so well. And so you'll see the difference. So like right now you see how they're kind of just a little bit stacked on top of each other, but you see how they're not straight. They're just kind of all over the place. So come in here. Oh yeah, that should be plenty. And if it doesn't want to go in, that means that it's being stopped by just one of these. So yeah, it's that one. So sometimes that metal, you know, it just kind of gets, you know, a little extra coating or whatever on it. Okay. And so now they're all straight, they're all standard, they're all perfectly right on top of each other, and that's what I'm looking for. Okay, so those delicas are rock stars. I'm going to pop this on top, and tell me that's not just so cute. I just think that's adorable. Love it. Love it. So I'm going to be doing that. And then I'm going to bead cap this guy. And this is going to be our focal. Gonna be oh so fun. Yeah, I just really like that. I really like that. So this is just going to be kind of dangling down from the necklace, and I think that's cute. My only question is, do I want to add just one of these teeny tinies to the top? Just teeny tiny. I think I do. I think I do. Okay, so let's wrap this up and we will get this focal underway. So I'm just going to do a little wrapped loop here, and I'm going to directly connect it to our bail. Let's straighten him out a little. We'll just wrap that well. Oh, no, we won't. Hold on, we got to attach it to the bail. Just saved after all that delica stacking. Oh boy. Okay, so let's attach that to the bail. You know, that's one of the reasons why I set it right out there so that I wouldn't forget. I'm terrible. You guys know I am. I'm terrible about forgetting that. I hope he's not too kinked. No, surely I can fix him up. Okay, so let me fix him up here. Yeah, he'll be all right. He'll be all right. Okay, so go ahead and do it this way. Now we will get him wrapped. This is a nice Tough Stuff head pin, as you can see, but I wanted that bright silver. Really, really wanted that bright silver, and I needed it to be long, and I don't have very many that's that long. I had actually just gotten from Beadbox Bargain's website some of their long head pins that they got in stock. Not this long. They're not this long. These are really long. And earlier I was trying to remember where I got them from. I think, honestly, I think I got them from Temu. I think I did. I'll have to check that out and see if I can link them below. I've had them for a little bit. I've had them for a minute, that's for sure. Okay, so let me just cinch this down. First kind of bring him up a little bit. There we go, because I don't want him on top of that crystal. I hope you guys can see what I'm doing because I kind of can't. He just wants to turn, wants to turn, wants to turn. So, you know, we'll just get this silly stuff right out of the way at the beginning. Here we go. Stop turning. Work with me here. There we go. There we go, buddy. That wasn't so hard. One more little squeeze over here. Yeah, that's good. That's good. And this is our little focal on its bail. Cute, cute, cute. I like it. I like it. Now, we see the size of the hole on this, so we're going to have to fill this as well, and that's okay. That's okay. So we're going to go ahead and pop this on. Okay, and so I'll get that strung through. And we're definitely going to want to fill it because you see all that gap that we have, right? He's just kind of hanging down in there. Well, there's a couple different ways that we're going to fill this one this time. Okay, we are going to be bringing in some of these and some of these, but then also these. So these little guys here I get from Hobby Lobby, and I still have these hanging. I've had them hanging for like a week. I need to fill my little container, but I get these from Hobby Lobby. 50% off at Hobby Lobby is what we get these for. Okay, and so they just come in here, and that blue is right here next to last, right next to that silver. Super cute. Love those. Love the facets on them. They make me really happy. And so we'll do some filling with those. Okay, and they do fit on medium beading wire, but you've got to be very purposeful with them. They're not just gonna, you know, jump right on there. So I only need to fill this a little bit because of the bead caps that I want to use. I decided to use them actually to help to fill, and they look really cute. They look really, really cute. I was really excited about it. Okay, and then I'll check it because I don't want to overfill it. Let's see where those come into play. And that actually fills it all the way pretty much. So let's take one of them out, and then we'll check and see where we are. We may end up taking another one of those out, but I didn't end up using the Delicas on that one. Okay, so these bead caps that I want to pull in, I get these from beadboxbargains.com. Okay, I love these little guys. I just love them. They are so much fun, and I love too that they kind of help fill holes. So I'm going to pop one on each side, and then you'll see that it just kind of sticks down in there, right? And so it just kind of pokes out like that. Okay, and I want to make sure that this one goes in all the way, and then I'm going to see where my sizing is. And you see it's right there at the end. So let's grab one of those guys out, maybe two. Let's pop that on the other side as well. Yeah, that works. Isn't that cute? I just think it makes that bail look so much cuter even. And it fills those holes and it keeps it from drooping down so much. And that's just good stuff. Good stuff. So here's where we're going from there. Okay, I am going to pull this to the side. And as soon as I get this very first little part on, I'm going to bead bug one side and we're going to work up the other side. Okay, but what I'm wanting to do with this is almost the same thing that I did here, right? So it just looks really cute. I like it a whole bunch, but I need to fill this. Okay, so I am using delicas for filling this as well. So 2 delicas will fill that little cavity, that elongated cavity that's down there. Okay, so there's the 2 delicas that went in there, and it just keeps it. If it wasn't sitting inside of this bail, then I would especially need those delicas for it. Okay, but then I'm going to come in, and on this one I'm going to do 2 gunmetal and silver. So gunmetal, bright silver, gunmetal. See how cute that is? But we have to fill those. Every time we use those, I'm going to be filling them, and I'm not going to talk about it each time, but the first couple times I am, because it really is a game changer to be able to fill those and not have them, you know, just hopping around everywhere. And if it stops, it'll probably be on that silver. Just push it through. There we go. And that should be good. Too many. Okay. From here, I'm going to pop on one of these little spacers, and these are sterling silver plated. Very good. And then I'm going to bead bug it because you see what's happening, like it's going all over the place. Okay. So let me bring in my bead bug. Actually, let's get pretty much halved here. That way I know what kind of spacing I'm looking for and what I've got going on. Okay. Then we're going to work up one side. Okay, so then on this side, I'm also going to pop a couple delicas in there. I'm going to do 2 gunmetal, silver. So I'll do gunmetal, silver, gunmetal. We'll get those filled up. Maybe. Gotta get him past that silver. Okay, it looks like there's just one extra deal. Okay, so on the other side of this, what I am looking for is a little bit of this silver pop. Okay, and after the silver pop, we're going to be beading up. And the way I want this to go is I'm starting out with coin beads, and I want the rhombus bead to be with those coins. Okay, so I want some 3mm bead caps on those coins. So I'm going to pop on a coin with a bead cap. And then in between this, to kind of act as the gunmetal as well, I'm going to pop in our little rainbow plated spacers. I get these from Hobby Lobby as well. And it's going to be some of that gunmetal pop that we're going to have, but it's also going to give that look, you know, that look only that the rainbow plated little spacers can give. And I just love it. Okay, so with this rhombus bead, we are going to be using the bead caps that came in the box, as well as these little filigree gunmetal ones. And I'll link below the filigree ones. They come in all of the metal tones, and they are so universal. I have used the heck out of them. I even have a whole nother order of them on their way to me because I'm like, yeah, I'm just using too many. I can't go without. I can't end up being without and then waiting. Even though Amazon's quick, I don't want to wait. Not for bead caps anyways. No way. So of course, you know me, I'm doing a little stacking. I'm doing some mixed metal, and the beauty in it. Oh, the beauty in it. Looky here. Isn't that just gorgeous? I'm in love, in love. I think I'm going to change to one of my favorites being gunmetal and bright silver. You know, it's ever changing depending on what piece I'm making. Okay, so then we are just going to come back in with that coin bead. And then after that coin bead, we're just going to pop on another one of those beautiful silver spacers. Okay, and then from here, I'm wanting to go up to one of our spacer series. And so I'm going to have a couple of them going on. I just really like, I have a big thing for stacking lately, and so I'm going to be doing some stacking. And so I'm going to come in here after this, and I'm going to do one of our little 4mm daisy spacers with our rainbow plated spacer in between. So that's going to be a little spacer series. And isn't that so cool? Love it. We're going to have a lot of fun with this piece. This piece is going to be so much fun. I'm super, super excited. So then let's do another one of these spacers. And then we're going to come in with that other series that I love so much. So I'm going to do gunmetal. Okay, and then with this, I'm going to pull in 2 silver and a gunmetal. So for this one, we're doing silver, gunmetal, silver. Okay, and I'm going to fill them. Okay, so that filling them really keeps them stacked properly, being how they're supposed to be, doing what they're supposed to do. And we'll bead cap the top of that. Love that. Just absolutely love it. Okay, then we're just going to do one of our silver spacers. And you see how that faceting goes? It's so good. It's so good. I'll find that link. I've had those for a long time, but I'll find that link. I will definitely do that. And then we're going to come in here and we're going to do some crystal action. I want a crystal before this guy. I do. So let me do that. I'm wanting a beautiful pumpkin crystal there. My excitement got the best of me. Yes, because that series is on each side of the pumpkin bead. That makes more sense. I told you I got part of it together and part of it what I was looking for, and I was like, yep, I got it. Here we go. I want to make it. Okay, so then on that other side, we'll pull in our little spacer. And then we'll do out that little series with our daisy spacer, our rainbow plated, and daisy spacer. So you see that's on each side of the pumpkin crystal. Love that. Love that. And then from there, we're going to come into this guy. Silver, gunmetal, silver. Get him filled back up. Very good. Then we'll end it with one of these. Love that. Love that. So now what I'm wanting to incorporate is we're going to start with some gunmetal, and we're going to bring in these big stackable bead caps. And this is going to be for our big, beautiful, bold, twisted, AAA grade crystal bead. And I'm just loving the look of that. Loving the look of that. Mm-hmm. Okay, then we'll just go back into this series here. I need some more of those bead caps. Silver and a gunmetal. Fill him up. Beautiful. Beautiful. Just the elegance of this just makes me so happy. So happy. It is oh so good. Okay, so we'll come back in here with another one of our silver spacers. Then we're going to come right down and do the same series that's here. So I'll do that daisy spacer, the rainbow spacer, and daisy spacer. And then we'll pop on one of our faceted spacers. And then we're going to come right back in here with bead cap from the box, one of our gunmetal, a pumpkin bead, then we'll go with gunmetal, and then bead cap from the box. So we need another one of these spacers. Then we'll go right into the daisy spacer, rainbow, daisy spacer. Isn't that just incredible? So look at this. Yeah, it just has me like mesmerized. I love it. And then to finalize this, we're just going to come back down to where this series is here, right? So go ahead and put in one of our silver spacers. And then we're going to start out with a little bead cap and a coin bead. Then we're going to do one of those little rainbow spacers. Then silver, followed by gunmetal and our rhombus bead. And our last coin. Now I may end up wanting just a little something something to end this off, you know, possibly because it started with this little spacer series. Maybe we'll do that again, or maybe not. I'm not sure I want to see it all together. I haven't seen this, you know, all together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bead bug this side, I'm going to do this same series on the other side, okay? And then let's come back here, have a look at it, and see what we want to do from there, okay? Okay, so here's where we are so far. Isn't it beautiful? Yeah. So I do think I want to, because we're ending at the top with these, you know, these coins, I do think I want to do this series here with these bead caps to end that. I think that'll be real cute. So let's do that. Let's bring this over to the side here. We'll start with this side here. And it looks like I came straight from one of these down to that spacer series. So we're going to do, for this, actually it's going to be one of those. Well, it'll be on the other side too. And a couple of these. Okay, so from here I'm going to go in with one of, and actually, yeah, why don't I go ahead and put my delicas on? So I'll do, I think it's like 4 or 5 of those. Okay, so I'll put those delicas on. Then it's going to be gunmetal, silver, gunmetal. See, and now you can see how that happens on the silver. So we'll either get a different one. Yeah, that one's not going on, so I'll grab a different one. Let's look at it actually. Yeah, I see. That one may work good. Yeah. So yeah, we're looking at those 4, but then we also need to fill that cavity of that bead cap of this guy. So let's go ahead and go a couple more. Pop this guy on. We'll make sure if it's not too much. Nope, that looks really good. That's a great way to end it. I love that. I love that. Why don't we put a little pop on top? Let's do one of these. So I have a whole stackable container that is all of my crystals that have that blue iris, like fire polishing on it. And so I just really, really like those. I think that would be a good way to end it. Yeah, I think so. That is just adorable. Yeah, that's happiness. Okay, so let's go ahead and just end this side, and then I'll come over and do that other side. So I do have my clamshell connectors, and somewhere, yep, right here, I have my crimp tubes. So go ahead and get this ended. That way we can just slide it all down and then close out that other side. And then I'll definitely want to hold it up against myself and see how much chain we actually are going to be needing. Yeah, I think that looks really good ended there at the top. Good stuff. Good stuff. So let's make sure gravity has it all down. And I'll go ahead and get it turned here. I want to be careful though on that focal. Okay, we'll have a nice little piece left. So we'll do a little more chain than I thought we were going to do, but I do think that's a great place to end it. I really do. So on top of this, we are going to do one of these. Okay, I guess I could have done that before I wound it all up, right? So we'll bring it back out for a minute. Okay, so we'll put that on there, and then let's go ahead and put our delicas on. We'll do 6 of them since we have that bead cap. Okay. Let's take a look at that silver. Looks like it should be good. So we'll be doing that gunmetal, silver, gunmetal, and then that bead cap. Make sure everything cinches down real well. And it does. Looks really good. I'll just pop one of these on top. So good. So good. I was so excited about this one. As soon as I started that little bit of a series, I was just all in. Like, gimme. I want to wear it. But wait a minute, Amy. We have to make it first. We have to make it first. Okay. So then now I will again do that kind of, make sure we have movement, but also make sure that we don't have gaps. Crimp that tube really well. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's take a peek at it. So good. So good. Okay, let me hold it up against me. Yeah. So this actually will go above my collarbone. Okay, so I am just going to need some chain just to go around the back because of where I want this to be hanging. Okay, where I want it for me to be hanging. So let me see here. I love this Rolo chain. Bright, bright silver. Just so, so pretty. Okay. So I just need that much. And then we'll measure it. My little metal measuring stick is gone. Gone. I have had that since like day one. Day one. And I can't find it anywhere. It's not something I misplace. It's always right here. Like right here on my board. Right on the edge. And so it's really kind of messing with me. So I just really want to find it. And I really can't believe it. Can't believe it. Okay, so let's get a head pin. Get the halfway point on this. Then we'll be toggling it. And then I'll get out that stuff for the bracelet. We'll do a bracelet and pair of earrings. And I'll tell you, with the bracelet, oh, I do have a middle guy. Cool. With the bracelet, I wanted it to go with this, but I didn't want it to be like super matchy-matchy. You know, I wanted it to where it could go with this or other pieces I made from this bag. So that's what I was going for with the bracelet. That Rolo chain's gonna be good with it. All right, so I know I got out some jump rings and I have my little toggle. Here's my jump rings. All right. I'm not letting any of my friends gobble up this necklace. This one's staying for me. It is my necklace. I'm super excited about it, and I'm absolutely going to be wearing it quite a bit. All right, then we'll use that little toggle from the box. I had my camera a little bit different this time, the way I wanted it to be angled and the way how it comes over, and it's messed with me a little bit more than I thought as far as me having to look around, you know, things. And so I don't know, we'll see when I'm editing this if it is a little bit better with, because these new lights are so bright, I am getting a little bit of a shadow from my phone. Can you see where that is? It looks like I'm still seeing it, at least from my view here. We'll see that when I'm editing it. So tried something just a little bit different, and it had me looking around a lot around the phone. And we have our necklace. Super happy. Love it. Okay. So now we have our necklace. Oh, that's just beautiful. I am in love. I'm in love with this one. Super, super duper. Okay, let me get some of this stuff cleaned up, and then I'll come back and we'll do a bracelet. Yay! Okay, let's have some bracelet fun. Let's have some bracelet fun. This is going to be a double strand bracelet. I am also using for this bracelet soft flex satin silver in medium. I have these cut to about 7 inches. Okay, we're not going to use all of them, but we're going to use quite a bit of it. This is going to be our focal. This beautiful little Czech glass guy. This came from my stash. What I'm using from the box is the rhombus beads, those beautiful pumpkin beads, the littlest of those rice beads, the coin beads, some of these little 4mm, and then some of the cubes, as well as some of these heishi discs. I'm also going to be pulling in the charm, beautiful little charm, the toggle, the bead caps that came with the box or with the bag. And then what I'm pulling in from my stash is just, I have some of these clear discs. Actually, they're kind of like what I'm wearing on my bracelet. So some of these little clear discs I'm going to be pulling in. Besides that, it's really just the bead caps and a couple little spacers. So I have my little crystals that I already had out here, and then my spacers and some extra bead caps. So let's get right into that first strand. So for the first strand, this guy is our focal. Yep. And I want a 3mm bead cap on both sides. And so you'll see one side is just matte, the other side has that luster to it. So from here, I think I'm going to pull in a couple little spacers here. So let's go with a spacer on both of those sides. And I'm really liking this blue iris electroplated kind of spacer for this one. Not mixing metals with this one. Okay, I want this to be all silver, and you know, I think it's just going to be just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Okay, so let's pull in, I have some different bead caps for this one. So these are some little like 5mm bead caps. And I think right out the gate, I'm wanting these cubes. Oh, I just love them. They are incredible. Goodness, these things are incredible. So yep, let's do that. So I'm going to come in with those cubes. I know what I was looking for. I didn't know what they were going to actually look like. We're doing that together. So I'm going to do a cube. Then I'll go ahead and bead cap that side of it. I think I'm going to pull one of these in the middle. Okay, so I'm going to bring out some of my little 3mm bead caps for those. I don't think I want a little spacer or anything in there. I think I just want it just going on. Okay, and then let's do another cube. Those cubes, I'm telling you, look at the bling. They are awesome. Okay, I'll do this little part over here and then we'll just bead bug it up. Okay, so let's come in here. I'll do a cube. Then I'll turn around and put that little 4mm right in the middle. And I do think I know now what I want to do with this. Yep. Yep, it hit me. It hit me. Where's my bead bug? I know it's a big one, but I already had it out. And that tells me I'm going to want a couple more cubes. Yeah, that should work. Okay, so after these cubes, I'm wanting to come in here with, I think I want to do bit of a spacer here, so I'm going to do one of these. Yeah. Yeah, I think I just want that silver pop. I just really am looking for that silver pop. I'm going to put on a rhombus bead. And on the inside of this, I'm wanting a coin. So fun. So fun. So let's, for the coin, let's bring in these 4mm bead caps. I'm getting a little low on my 3mm, and Fire Mountain's still out of stock, so I'm starting to get a little nervous. They said because of the tariffs, they're having a hard time getting some of that stock stuff back in. So that's unfortunate. But hopefully that gets figured out. I just want it. Yeah, I really like that. Let's pop another one of these on and let's go right back into this little cube series. We'll make it real simple and nice and cute. So from here, let's come in with those 4 or 5mm bead caps. And then we'll get these with our 4mm. I'm going to need to get out some more of those bead caps. Do that real quick before I forget. Okay. This is my little anti-tarnish thing. I think that should be plenty. And then we will pop on, oh, these, there they are. Pop on that other cube bead. Oh, I had one. Simple, but oh, so pretty. Yeah, so pretty. Okay, so let me bead bug this side. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Okay, so then after this, jump in with one of these. Bead cap and put on that rhombus bead. I just love that blue. That's like my favorite blue. It is so good. Okay, and then we'll come back in with 3mm. Actually, did I use a 4? I did. Didn't I? Yep, I did. Okay. Trying to conserve, trying to conserve. Back in with that rhombus. Little spacer. And then right back into these cubes. And that little 4mm does need a 3mm bead cap. I can't really get out of that. Or at least it feels like that. And let's check and see where we are on the length of this one. Because I may want something just a little tiny here at the end, you know, just so, to kind of bring it down to a pinch, little point. Almost 6. All right, well, if we do, it's not going to be much. Not going to be much. Okay, so for the second strand, I'm immediately thinking something very, very thin here in the center. So let's start there. And let's do, yeah, we'll do these guys. We'll do several of those just to kind of fill up that center part, just because that's the biggest part of the other strand. Those guys stuck together. Yep. Sorry guys, I needed you. Let's check and see how many more we might need after this guy. I'm looking for it to be about the same width as this. It doesn't have to be perfect. There we go. That probably would work. I think that might work. Okay. From here, so from here we can go thicker. Yeah, let's go thicker. Let's go ahead and bead bug this. I'll work up one side and we'll see what we're doing here. Okay, and so I'm thinking these guys. Okay, so let's use the bead caps that came in the bag. Ooh, but hold on. Do I want to put a bead cap on that side? I have a thought. Actually, it wouldn't be too bad. I'm thinking about pulling this guy in. Just one. But let's put a little bead cap on him. And I may end up taking this inside bead cap off. Let's see. No, I'm not. That's cute. That is cute. I'm gonna need some more bead caps probably. Let's do another one of these pumpkin beads. So then if this was center, right? That's cute. Okay, I like it. I like it. Let's pop on these guys. Just all by itself, we'll stick one of those on there. Let's do a little rice bead. then we're going to be getting into the thickness of this. Let's bring a couple of those down. Okay, and we'll bead cap the other side. Okay, so that would be good. That would be good. And then we can go in a little bit, right? So, ooh, yeah. Yep. Okay, so let's do that. We'll do 3 of those. And I will fully bead cap the center one. That's my favorite really with them. So icy and pretty. Yes, I'm loving this so far. Oh, look. Yep, that fits really good in that little divot. Okay, so let's do the same thing on the other side. I don't think there's a hole in that one. Nope. And a little spacer crystal. Yeah, that's really cute. Really cute. Let's bring these in now, because then we can go bigger, right, for this. Okay, so we'll bring those in. Let's get some more bead caps that came in the box. I love how many we got. It's really helpful. Okay, so let's put a bead cap on one. Let's do, oh, it's kind of sticking up off there. Actually, though, it looks kind of cool. Yeah, I think I like it. Okay, let's bring some of these in for the center one. Oh, that's a great size. Okay. Oh, that is so good. Oh, that is so good. I don't know how the sizing is going to work out, but we'll figure it out because that's really good. Really good. I think I would want one of our spacer crystals at the end. Okay, let's swap the bead bug. Let's do the other side and see how that ends up. Okay, so we'll just do same thing on this side. Did I get out enough? I have 2 of these. I have 3. Okay. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good. All right. And then we'll pop one of those on. Get that capped. And then oh, that's so good. Yeah, I like that a whole bunch. So icy, right? Oh, that's so nice. Okay. Okay, so that looks really good. Okay, and then I came in with a little spacer. And that rice bead. So we'll need a 3mm. And I love these little clear discs. You can get them anywhere. You can get them on Amazon. You can get them anywhere. I think I got mine at Joann's, but you can really, I've seen them. I know you can. You get them anywhere. These are little 6mm clear disc spacer beads. Glass. right back in with another rice bead. Did I get one down? Look at that shine up. Yeah. Yeah. Good stuff. And then another one of these little spacers. Then we'll just come in with these guys. Then we'll take a peek at our length and see what we're looking at here. Oh, so pretty. So pretty, so like icy and pretty, just so good. Okay, so let's measure this one and see exactly where we're at. I just keep moving my mat over, don't I? Okay. So from that crystal down, we're 5 3/4. And this one, we are 6. Okay, so we can use a little more here. Okay, a little bit more here. So on this, let's see, because we don't need anything very big. How about one of these guys? Oh, they're stuck together too. Okay, so we'll do those. And then I still want something at the end here, so we'll end up adding more, right? So we'll put one of these spacers at the end of these. And then this, maybe we'll do a little series. Maybe we'll do one of these in a series of 3 with a spacer in between. That'd probably be good. Let's do that. Let's do that, and then we'll take a peek at what that would look like. Oh, it looks like I put one at the end of this one. Okay, so let's see what our length is. That's a beautiful strand. Oh, that's such a beautiful strand. Sometimes the ones on the fly are the best. Okay, so we're over 6. So we are 6 plus 2 end beads. So then let's see where we'll be at with this one. Whenever I put a spacer on the end of each side. Oh, I think we're going to match. Here, hold on. Let me get this out of the way. That's exciting. Okay. But we don't need to add any more length. That's for sure. If you hear a weird noise in the background, I have someone sanding downstairs. So they are the same length. That is exciting. That is exciting, exciting. Okay, so let's close this up. We'll toggle it, and then let's do a little charm with this guy. And then we have earrings to make too. So I need clamshell connectors. One sec. I think I have enough jump rings here, and I have my toggle, and I can make something cutesy with my little charm there, and I need crumb tubes. Is that 3? Oop. 4 is what we need. Okay, definitely want to bug this because this one's down to the wire. Okay. So let's get that crimped off. Okay. I want to make a dangle or two. Yeah. That'd be good. Okay, so I want movement in this. Oh my goodness, look at that. Is that not just gorgeous? Oh, loving that. Okay, get nice and crimped. These bead-along crimps are no messing around. They're tough stuff. That's why I use only them. There's other ones. There's other good ones. There's Softflex has good crimp tubes. Bead-along just, I have not had one fail me. I have not. And considering how many I use, yeah, I don't go elsewhere. They definitely have my business. Even for crimp tubes, or even for crimp tubes as spacers sometimes. All right, let's bead bug one side of this one. Let's get him closed up too. Oh, this is going to be such a gorgeous bracelet. I am in love with these colors. I already have projects that I'm ready to do as well with the Warm Collections bag. You guys, if you have never tried out GGC Treasures bags, you absolutely should. I'm pretty sure they're all sold out now, but you should go to ggctreasures.com and sign up for her mailing list, her email list, so that you'll know when those next bags come out. She does them bi-monthly, so this one's November, so it'll be January when she does the next ones. But every single time they are just amazing quality, quantity, great price, just unreal. One time I got just one of the boxes and I kicked myself. Never again. Or bags, never again. I get both of them. Have to have both of them. And so she provides me with one of them for my channel, and I buy the other one. But if the other one wasn't provided, I'd be buying both. No question. No question there. No question. Oh my, this is just so nice. So nice. I love it. Okay, so we'll go ahead and we'll put a jump ring on each of the strands, and then we'll jump ring that to our toggle, and then we'll do something with our little dangle, our little charm. And then I have earrings. Earrings! And I love these earrings. Love, love, love them. I also have a haul video. So I have 2 of my orders from Beadbox Bargains, but I did a 3rd order. It's a very small order. I think it was like 4 things, but it was something that was new for the week, and I knew I couldn't wait. I just had to get them or else they'd be gone. And so that one doesn't come in until Monday, but who knows, I may wait until Monday because I have a lot of tutorials in mind to do and that I want to do to release. So we'll see. We'll see. I guess you'll know whenever I do the haul video if it's 3 orders or 2. There we go. And then today I ordered from Sam's Bead Box. I ordered they had a sale on the 3-pack of the Soft Flex for 3 colors that I will definitely be using, and so I gobbled those up and some of the extra seed beads for that box. So I love those seed beads, love them. Oh, and I got some super duos too. I ordered some super duos from there. I love beads. In case you didn't know, I love them. I just love them. Now, typically I would by default want just a little bit of a bigger jump ring to jump ring them together to connect, but on the length, I just don't know. I just don't know on that length. I just don't know. I don't want it to be too big. I'm going to go with these, and if it doesn't work out, I'll switch it up. If it kinks a little bit, I'll switch it up. Whatever's fine, but I don't want to add a speck more length. But I wanted all the beads. Okay, so we'll pop this on, and that on. Oh yeah, these will still have good flow. And our toggle. But typically if it wasn't a bigger one, I would do 2 jump rings, just that that toggle had a lot of room, you know, so it wouldn't be cramped, but I think we'll be okay. Okay. We'll see. I'm about to try it on. Not yet, I'm not. Okay, I was worried there's a gap. All right. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, and it's perfect. It's perfect. Look, perfect. Oh, I love that. Oh, I love it, love it. Oh my. How beautiful is this bracelet? Oh, how beautiful. Okay, let's make a charm and dangle, and then we'll move on to our earrings. So I want to bring in this guy as a charm, but I think I want a little something something with him, and I'm going to give you a hint for the earrings. It's kind of pulling the vibe from the earrings that I think I want a little bit something else to go with him, you know. So let's see. Let's do one of these. I'll do one of these, and we'll do one of these blue guys. Yeah, that's cute. So let's do a quick little wrapped loop. bit of a tail there, a little bit. There we go. Make sure that's straight. And let's put them on a jump ring. Let's pop him right on so he just kind of hangs there with him. And let me grab here. And let's see if we can put it through here. Oh, I am just using that little jump ring. Let's see. I want it at the end, but since we don't have that extra jump ring, I'd really like him to come into play about here. Let's see if I have any playroom here. Let's see. I think it should be good. No. Let's do this. Let's close this up one here. Then we'll do a second jump ring here. Because I want him to be real flowy. I want him to flow real well. So let's go ahead and close this jump ring onto this. Okay. Then we'll have enough room on that to connect another jump ring. Is that the side? Nope, here he is. Nope. There he is. He's somewhere. There we go. And now I will pop on a little two-sided heart and our little dangle. Close that up. Really well. So cute, right? Looky there. So cute. Super. Okay, earrings. Earrings. These are going to be easy peasy, but fun and super cute. Oh, me had him get all bunched up. And where did I put them? They were literally right in front of me. Right in front of me. Oi. Looky. Right? So pretty. So pretty. That's why I wanted that charm. I was like, yeah, I know what I want the charm to be. Okay, I did go ahead and make this little dangle. Okay, that's going to go on him. And so we're going to be doing that same kind of stack thing that we're doing in the necklace. So I am gonna come in here for the speed cap. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put my little delicas on. From a spacing, it's probably gonna be about 4. And then from here, I'm gonna go silver, gunmetal, silver. Let's see on that spacing. Yep, looks good. Pop this on the top. And then I should have bead caps in here. I'm missing one. We'll borrow him. Okay, so then I'm going to pop on one of our little 4mm with bead cap. And then just one of those little rainbow spacers. Super cute. Super cute. Okay, which side is that opening on? Okay, I want it to go the same direction, but the openings to be on opposite sides. So let's go in here. Oh, stainless steel for sure. There's a little loop. Ooh, stainless steel. I keep saying I'm going to get new round nose pliers, and I still have not done it. I've got to do that. I've got to make that a priority. It's one of those things I kind of forget about it. I don't know how, because I use them all the time. But then every time I use them, I'm like, I need different ones. These just have so much give to them, to the front. I mean, there's a lot of give to them. I need something that's a little more durable. Okay, so there's that little topper. And then all it's going to be is connecting. Cute. Okay, so let me grab this. I don't need my round nose now. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yes, down here I used a rainbow plated. With our little heart. So let's go ahead and start there. Excellent. Kind of went backwards on that. Silly Willy. All right. Okay, I'm connected to that loop. Is there a little gap there? Yes, there is. That's a no-no. That's not happening. Woo! Doggies. I bet there's no gap now. Yep, we're good. Okay. Super cute. I just love it. I'm in love with it. Okay, so let's get this and our ear wire. Okay, we want that dangle to be in front. Like it. And it's as simple as that. Yay! I love this set. Love this set. Love, love, love. Oh, 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 oh. Hold on. I think I just did it backwards. I did. Oh, Amy. I thought I looked at it. I was wrong. Take him off. Flip him. Oh, how do I know he's flipped? There we go. Wait. If not, we'll just move those loops. It could be the way. Yes, look. I just. Oh, okay. So let's grab a hold of these. Okay, let's make sure we're going the right way. Right way, right way. Identical, identical. Grab my other pliers. Lucky. So adorable. So adorable. Oh, my friends, thank you for being here with me today. I love hanging out with you. I love making good, cool stuff. I love talking with you. And oh, this set is just like eye candy big time. Love it, love it, love it. So I am going to start another tutorial because I've got several and I'm super excited about them. So I'm going to start another one, and you know, there'll be a couple released today, probably on Sunday. And until I meet you back here, I hope your day is fantastic. Bye for now. We're going to have our normal hangout time and you guys get to be with us, okay? Where's he going? Jasper. Hey, baby. Come up here. Come see Mama. Come see Mama. Oh, that baby. Oh, that baby. Look at Mama. Oh, that baby. He's Mama's boy. Yeah, she's Was it a good day? Was it a good day for him? Was it a good day? Yeah. Oh, that big boy. Hi, we need to get you brushed. Get brushed? What are you doing? What are you doing, silly boy? What are you doing? Always flipping around. Here's my baby. Oh, thank you, baby. Why you always gotta flip around, Goofy? What's Squirt doing? Squirt! You better not be on the banister, Squirt. Squirt! Squirt! Where's that boy? You wanna go see if he went downstairs? You can go with Mama, Jasper? You can go with Mama and see where Squirt's at? Woo, he's fluffy. Oh, he's fluffy. He's fluffy. Hi, Maxine. What a pretty girl. Hi, Maxine. Hi, pretty baby. Hi. I got all my babies. Oh, thank you, pretty girl. Thank you. Thank you. I love those babies. Oh, I love those babies. Oh, I love those babies. There's Squirt. You're up behind us. Hi, buddy. You gonna come join in the fun? Huh? Hi. Maxine, what? What that Maxine girl? Oh, that Maxine girl. She's the sweetest girl ever created. Is she just the sweetest girl ever created? Yeah. She's a good girl. She's a good girl. Whoa! Thank you. Thank you. I know, I love her. I know. There, here comes Squirt. And then there goes Jasper with Squirt. And he leaves me and Maxine. Baby, me and Maxine. Don't knock over the phone, okay? Come on, babies. Oh, Squirt. He just rolled backwards off of the... Are you okay, bud? Come here. You okay? Did you roll backwards? Did you roll backwards? Huh? Don't knock the phone down. Leave the phone, okay? Come on. And then I'm all alone. Maxine won't leave me alone. No, she won't. No, she won't. She's a good girl. Yes, she's a very good girl. Oh, I love her. Squirt. Hold on. Well, you're being goofy, buddy. She's smiling. Here you go, Squirt. Come on. Come on. Oh, you two are playing. You don't want nothing to do with me. he just rolled sideways down the side of the chair. What are you two doing? Hi, baby. You can get a drink. Yeah, you get a drink. That's a big boy. Is he a big boy? Come on. Come on, bub. Come on, love. Oh. Come on. Are you going to stay with Squirt, or are you going to come see me for a minute? Hold on. You're okay. Hi, Lovey. Hi, Lovey. He's a good baby. He's a mama's boy. Thank you, love. Thank you. Come here. Come on. Thank you for the love. Why are you gonna roll on me? Why's he rolling? Why's he rolling? I know. He's a goofy kid. He's a goofy kid. Hi. I get your belly. I get your belly. Okay, okay. Okay. Where you going then? Where you going? Where you going? Huh, baby? Give him a belly rub. Huh? What? Where's he going? You can go get Jasper? No, you're not gonna go get Jasper? You mean I get you all to myself again? Okay. Jasper has a baby. Do you want a baby? Oh, maybe Jasper wants both babies. Okay, Jasper gets both babies. Did you want both those babies? Did you want both those babies? Hmm? Did he need both of them? Hmm? They're a good boy. All right, come on. Okay, all right. All right, where do you want to go? What do you want to do? Which angle are you looking for? There's what he's looking for. Oh, that belly rub happiness. Belly rub happiness. You gonna talk to Mama? No? Where you going? Where you gonna go? Where you gonna go? You silly boy. Why are you crazy? Why are you crazy? Where you going? What you doing? Oh, your fingernail's stuck though, baby. Hold on. There you go. There you go. Your nail was stuck. Thank you for the love. Come here. Come on. Oh, are you gonna get a baby? Are you gonna get a baby? Huh? You gonna play with one too? Here we go.